Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center, Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Tuesday, September 19th, and the moon is in Scorpio. The Scorpio moon is very much a bottom line energy. We want to get to the bottom of things when the moon's in Scorpio. We're willing to face things that we're not always willing to face. There's a willingness to look at the seedier side of things at times, the more psychologically deep side of things. We really like to dig and see what we see with that Scorpio moon. Now, today is one of those days that we do have that there's some caution. We need to discernment, perhaps we need to practice. It's difficult to see the big picture in a realistic way, perhaps, or in the way it really is, because today we have the Sun make an opposition to Neptune. Now, the Sun generally is an energy of delineation. When the Sun is out, we see things very clearly. The lines, like as we look at these flowers in the sun, we can see the flowers. We can see the leaves compared to the background. It's easy to see what's sort of standing out in front and what's behind. That's because the sun is shining. But then when you get to the darker part, like over here, it's a little less. It's a little less clear. This is what Neptune looks like. It's like you sort of see the picture, but there's like a little bit of a fog, and then you have the sun over here, and it's very clear. And so oppositions are points of awareness, and so we're seeing both the big sort of misty picture at the same time as we're seeing the very delineated things that are been illuminated. But an opposition does not necessarily mean we take an action. It means that we observe, we look at, we are aware of something. So something that was foggy, we may become aware of, or we may become aware that it's still foggy. And the thing is with the Scorpio moon, Scorpio is a sign that's co-ruled by Mars and Pluto. And so it does like to do stuff. It does like to take an action. Mars right now is still in Libra, and today it's inconjunct Jupiter. This is a warning because we can overexert ourselves, overextend ourselves, think we can do more than we actually can do. This is the kind of energy where you can mess up your back. You're like, oh, I can move that. How heavy can that be? Pop, that kind of thing. So be careful when you decide what you're going to take on today, because there's an overestimation of what you can accomplish or the strength that you might have in a situation. And you add that with the fogginess, we'll call it, of the opposition between the Sun and Neptune. Big dreams, big ideas that may not be all that realistic. And then you add the Mars in conjunct Jupiter energy, and you can get yourself into some trouble. So that doesn't mean you can't do stuff, and it doesn't mean that you can't move forward. The inconjunct between Mars and Jupiter requires some adjustment. So we can move forward, but we have to be willing to make any adjustments necessary for our goal. But we're not going to get straight there. So don't think that point A to point B is going to be a direct route, because it probably won't be. So just keep that in mind when you're planning. It's a good day to do stuff, but don't expect to do it, finish it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of energy. And just be careful you don't overestimate your capabilities at this time. It has more to do with energy. Like, oh, I'm going to clean out the basement today. Right, that's a great idea. It's certainly in my house, I could certainly use that. But you want to pick a corner of the basement. You don't want to take on the whole thing, and you have to be satisfied with what you can accomplish, because that's part of the energy of being humble as to how much you can really handle. So that's the day today. It can be very productive, but you have to take things slowly and not overestimate, and not really, imagination is a good thing, but you don't necessarily want to sign on the dotted line based on your imagination. Let's put it that way. All right. That's what's going on, guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Like and subscribe if you would. You can check out my week ahead. That is up. For my Patreon viewers, next week will be up probably a little bit later today. I've been pretty busy with my new classes starting, and I want to welcome my new students who have joined my Monday class. We had a blast last night, and you'll be getting your video sent to you today of the class, so I haven't forgotten. And I'll see all of you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and pace yourself, and don't overestimate what you can do. And a little dose of reality goes a long way today. All right, take care, everyone. Namaste.